Hey, this is Jamey with Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the game Power Plants, as you can see by this photo that I took while playing a 4-player game last week of this beautiful game. In Power Plants, you're trying to get the most points through some area control mechanisms on this board. I won't go into how that works. You can watch another video to see exactly how the game works with scoring. There is a really cool mechanism that this game features that I wanted to highlight in this video, and that is related to the tile placement. On your turn, I think pretty much every turn, I can't think of a turn that you wouldn't do this. Yeah, on every turn, you are going to take one of the 2 tiles that you have, choose one of those tiles, and you will place them on the board somewhere. You'll place it on the board. And the tiles are structured, they're shaped in such a way that they're kind of irregular, and they're irregular for a reason because they don't, you have to be able to slide a tile into the board to be able to allow it to fit. And so, for example, if there's a spot of more than 3 tiles surrounding an empty slot, you can't slide the tile into it, so you can't place the tile there. This is the game preventing an overpowered kind of loophole that I'll mention in a second that the game doesn't allow. So basically, you're always always placing a tile next to 1, 2, or 3 other tiles. That's the basic idea. And then once you do that, you can choose to either activate the benefit, the core benefit of the tile you placed, which is shown on this reference card, got a little bit of glare there, shown in this left column here. A core benefit, a strong benefit for that specific tile that often lets you manipulate the board state, place some workers out there, things like that. Or, and this is the great twist here, so activate a superpower for that specific tile, or activate minor powers for all of the other tiles that tile that you just placed is touching. So if I place this tile next to 2 other tiles on the board, I can choose, instead of activating my purple tile's power, I can activate each of the tiles that purple tile is now touching. So say there's a yellow and a red tile that is touching on the board, I can activate the minor powers for both of those tiles. This little twist in the game adds a great decision space. It's a little bit of a brain-burning decision space once you are faced with it every time you place a tile, but I really like it. The idea that each tile has its own strong core power, but you can always consider exactly where you want to place the tile based on which tiles you're placing it next to. And it also means that whenever the opportunity arises to place a tile next to 3 other tiles, that's the maximum number that you can place it next to, it feels really good because you're activating 3 minor abilities all at once on that same turn. So yeah, that's it. It's a really simple, streamlined mechanism, but I love this tile placement mechanism, that you're either looking at the tile that you place or the tiles that are adjacent to the tile you place to decide which power and how strong the power is that you're activating. That is my favorite mechanism in Power Plants. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game if you've played it, or if you can think of another tile placement game that does something similar to this. Thanks.